For the sake of anonymity, I'm gonna be blurring out people's names, the ones leaving the reviews, because some of them have kids, and I don't feel like name dropping random parents while I'm doing this. Obviously, spoilers for the Skylanders books, because we're literally looking at the reviews. I'm not. This is the first in a series of books featuring the Skylanders video game characters. It's a beginning chapter book and has lots of well-done pictures. Spyro and the crew go out on a quest to discover the Chattering Key in hopes of getting to the Machine of Doom before Chaos does. Along the way, they run into perils like stone wyverns, mushrooms of despair, and of course the Machine of Doom. Imagine my surprise when this ended up being a very entertaining fantasy-type quest book. The writing was well done, full of witty comments and clever word phrasing that made me both and my son laugh out loud. These are very well done and often very humorous. The book is printed in a larger and unique font that made it fun and easy to read. Overall, this book was way better quality than the other books I've read that are knockoffs of Game of Toy lines. Highly recommend for the fans of the Skylanders realm. This is a well-written and fun story that is actually enjoyable to read. Hopefully future books in the series are just as good as this one. You only gave it 4 stars? Nice quick read while stuck in a vehicle for hours. Not even close to a quarter of a ride, but something interesting about phone signal cuts out. This is a decent story set. I'm not reading another long review.
My boy really enjoyed this fast-paced story. Well written with fun and comprehensive characters. Will buy the sequel. Strongly recommend for 5-year-old Skylanders fans. I also recommend it for my year-old Skylanders fans.
Likes this book a lot because he likes Skylanders. There were a lot of big words that he looked up on the Nook dictionary. As his mom, I thought there was a lot of hectic action and characters being mean. 5 stars. Okay, if you're talking about characters being mean, I mean watching Eruptor's worst fear play out in real time before his eyes because he got on some wacky mystery mushrooms was a little hectic, I would say. It was a trick for chaos to lead to Skylanders, and a temple that's about to fall down. Terrible. 5 stars.
Make Skylanders Swamp Force 1. It was a good book and very interesting. Spyro was my favorite character, and the other 2 of Eruptor and Gilgrut.
Typical. Written for fans of the Skylanders. Thank goodness it was short. Sorry, I'm peeking the mic, aren't I? Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad about a Skylanders book? Skylanders Universe, Spyro vs. the Mega Monsters. Read a chapter a night to my 2 preschoolers. No amazing plot twists, no cliffhangers between chapters, solid writing style, some pictures. They both begged for another chapter every time. All in all, the kids loved it, and that's what matters. In my opinion, the book was kind of weird. What I liked about this book was the Skylanders. What I didn't like about this book was that the chaos was not the real chaos. In conclusion, I would recommend this book. Sometimes I just need to sit down, forget about the world, and read an old kid's book. The humor is so different, relying on alliterations and tongue twisters, metaphors and puns, and reversal of expectation really makes the style of humor stand out against modern kids' books. But honestly, if I was going to critique this book as if it wasn't written for middle schoolers in 2013, I would say it's very simple and for pure commercial entertainment. There's nothing deep or philosophical. It's not going to be philosophical. I'm sorry you expect Spyro. None of you expecting Gilgrut to sit down and pull out the thinker and start saying, "If I think, therefore I am." First, just to start off, spoiler warning. There you go. Don't say I didn't warn you. Second, I really enjoyed the book way better than I imagined, and the story gets better and better. Third, has some sweet illustration. Wait, what year was this written? This review was made in 2013. Fourth, the ending. Oh my gosh. The last chapter called the book. The last words that Eon said to Spyro when investigating a secret forbidden book locked away in an underground vault. Spyro asked Eon what the forbidden book contains, and Eon sadly says that the book is a prophecy, in that the book contains the most dreadful predictions. The novel describes Spyro having chills run down his back when hearing Eon it cuts off there. It just Skylanders Universe, Gilgrunch and the Curse of the Fish Master. Not great. Goodish. There's like 3 reviews for this book. We're gonna have to skip over this one. Mask of Power 3, Skylanders Universe, Lightning Rod faces the Cyclops Queen. I loved it. Skylanders was a key part of my childhood. I wanted to come back someday. Don't we all? Find out a warrior librarian is working for chaos.
3.5 stars. Again, the series has a lot more to offer than a lot of these mass marketing projects. The characters have their own personalities. There's humor.
There's quests and things that could be surprising and well thought out. I liked it. I'm currently knee-deep in Skylanders and could really use a break from having to read about them too. God, compared to the banality that was the Ninja Turtles book, or worse, the Angry Birds Transformers books, which literally just tell you about the characters and don't even bother with the story. This is high literature. I love Ninja Turtles. Mask of Power number 4, Skylanders Universe, Terrapin battles the Boom Brothers. I really like this book because I really like the part where Terrapin was fighting the goblins. I like that part because I like the style of the Boom Brothers. They wore cool clothes. And my favorite part is when the goblins steal Rocky because it was sad. My favorite character is Terrapin because he looks cool. Skylanders Universe Mask of Power 5. I've given up on trying to consistently pronounce the names, and you're gonna have to deal with it, okay? I lost my tab. There is no reviews for this book, never mind. Skylanders Universe Mask of Power number 6, Stump Smash crosses the Bone Dragon. There is no reviews. Skylanders Universe Mask of Power number 7, Eruptor meets the Nightmare King. Very, 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 very good. Skylanders Universe Trigger Happy targets the evil chaos. This book is the 7th novel of the Skylanders universe. No, this is the 8th one. Okay, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, you know what's really funny? It's like, imagine trying to take all the Skylanders' power and then realize Trigger Happy's immune because he just has a gun. Like, what are you gonna do about that? You can't just absorb the gun. Skylanders Giants, Master Yon's official guide, which is one of the books I do own.
Skylanders Giants is the 2nd game of the Skylanders franchise. They launched in the year 20.
So many like reviews that I've had to deal with that are just people recapping the Skylanders series. That'd be like if I sat down and was like, Skylanders apparently had novels that no one knew about. Skylanders, first released in 2011, was originally developed under the name Spyro's Kingdom.
Skylanders the Chaos Trap, one of the comics that I had.
Super cute if you're into Skylanders. Cute and fun if you like Skylanders.
Skylanders Swap Force, Master Yon's official guide.
Next. My eye's twitching now, actually. I can read reviews for the Ultimate Sticker Collection Skylanders Universe. There's no reviews, whatever. Yeah. It's fine. It's not like I wanted to read the reviews. It's not like I wanted to leave a review anyway. Skylanders and the graphic novel element are stronger in this zone. Okay, that's pretty cute. I feel confident enough to review this book since I'm an adult that shamelessly knows a lot more about this particular franchise squarely aimed at kids than a normal adult should. At the risk of sounding biased, and I do, Dr. Crankcase is my favorite. This was my favorite story in the collection and probably bought the book if it only contained the story. Jack Lawrence did the art for the comic and Anders Zarate did the colors. The result looks fantastic. There's a lot of action and it's decently paced. I'm looking at the art and this is actually like really good. I have never really looked into the Spyro and Friends comics. The second story is Full Blast, where second story is Full Blast, where Jetpack and Spyro help stop Crosscrow from destroying the commemorative balloon made in honor of the Skylanders. But in doing so, Jetpack experiences some self-doubt because he fails the first time in stopping him. In the other stories, the threat is bigger. While here, Crosscrow just hates a balloon. Also, the art style, done by Salvatore Costanza, I think I pronounced it right that time, is a tad bit weird looking in places, especially when they draw mags. Oh yeah, no, that's a yikes. That is a yikes. Girl, put that away! Finally, the fourth story is Try and Try Again, which involves Tri-Tip, a magical walnut, broccoli guy, some Chompies, and Tri-Tip's son, who looks just like Tri-Tip has a
son? By the way, Tri-Tip is a father and no one talks about it. This isn't even mentioned in the Skylanders Wiki article.
He has a son?
That's it. You guys, when you guys watching this video, you are literally the first people to know, other than this dude and anybody else who's read these comics, that Tri-Tip has a son. Tri-Tip has a son! I'm sorry, I'm wondering if this is like a point where I should cut off or I should like keep digging for gold. There's gotta be some. Oh, here's a book with a title, with a whammy of a title. Spyro Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure, Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure, Characters, Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure, Enemies, Skylanders Levels, Air, Bash, Boomer, Camo, Chompies, Cinder, Darth Spyro, Dino Ring, Double Trouble, Drill Sergeant, Drobot, Earth, Eld. It's just a printable Wikipedia article on Skylanders. This book consists of articles from Wikia, pages 42, chapters Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure, Characters, Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure, Enemies, Skylanders Levels, Air, Bash, Boomer, Camo, Chompy, Cinder, Dark Spyro, Dino Ring, Double Trouble, Drill Sergeant, Robot, Earth, Elder, Elementals, Eon, Fire, Flame, Singer, Flynn. Hold on. I got better lung capacity for this. Ghost Roaster, Hector, Hex, Chaos, Legendary Bash, Legendary Chomp, Legendary Spyro, Leviathan, Life, Lightning, Rod, Magic, Perilous Pastures, Portal of Power, Shattered Island, Skylanders, Skyland, Slam, Bam, Sonic Boom, Spam, Punk, Spyro, Stone Town, Stormy, Stronghold, Tech, Undead, Voodoo, Wardito, Water, Wendell, Land, Shell, Whirlwind, Wrecking Ball, Zap, Soup, Bash, Boober, Camo, Chop, Cinder, Dark Spyro, Dino Ring, Double Trouble, Robot, Elder Elementals. It's just looping! New Pokemon rap just dropped. Eon, Eruptor, Fargus, Flameslayer, Flynn, Ghost Roaster, Gilgrat, Hector, Hex, Igniter, Chaos, Legendary Bash, Legendary Top, Legendary Spyro, Leviathan, Lightning Rod, Moneybags, Portal. Moneybags? Do you mean Ark? I'm sorry, I had to pause. This video just keeps getting worse. I was genuinely expecting to just laugh at silly reviews. What have I known as much about Passion's personality as far as mentioned he's slightly sensitive about his inability to find blast uses his spike and to slam and strike his opponents away using a 360 tailspin. He can also summon Pillars of Earth. Okay, it's not on Amazon anymore. This book just legitimately doesn't exist. The only thing is this really low resolution cover. Learn how to draw Skylanders? I don't need this book, but I kinda want it. There's no reviews. It's your turn to create the Skylanders universe. Take your Portal Master skills to a whole new level with this step-by-step learn how- I'm sorry if you hear squeaking, that's me messing with my desk, whoops. With this step-by-step learn how to draw guide, this book will teach you how to draw all of your favorite Skylanders, including new characters from the latest Trap Team game. One of my favorite Skylanders and y'all don't have dive clops? I don't know. Probably gonna make a video later that's like Skylanders fan artist uses the Skylanders how to draw book. Listen, I think we're like at the bottom of Skylanders coloring book. Yeah, I mean that is certainly a cover. That's a cover. I used to do coloring pages at my grandparents' all the time of Skylanders before I had any Skylanders games because I was like desperate. Like when I was 4, the first Skylanders game came out, and like the second I saw it advertise it for it, I was like, Father, dearest Father, may I please acquire this wonderful video game? I would be at my grandparents' occasionally, and I would have them print out Skylanders coloring sheets for me, and I would go nuts, and I need to find these Skylanders coloring sheets again. Okay, we're going deep, because, like, these aren't even books anymore, dude. I mean, they're still books, but it's just giving me the same ones over and over again. Oh, here's another one, except this one has a cactus on the cover. You know it's gonna be good. Spyro Skylanders, Adventure Bosses, Skylanders, Spyro Adventure, Enemies, Villains, Advisor, Arbok. Arboreate? Oh my god, I can't wait to buy the Skylanders BL.
Got Skittles because they got a rainbow on it.
Okay.
And I got the chip cake. It says, be who you are for your pride.
I sound like the first now. This book consists of articles from Wikia, pages 64, chapters, Colossus, Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure, Enemies, Villains, Advisor, Arboric, Assassin, Blowhard, Butler, Buzz, Chinese Fire Dragon, Conductor, Crash Bandicoot, Crawdad King, Crush, Cinder, Destroyer, Dr. Shemp, who is that? I keep thinking I can do all these in one breath, but then I get caught off guard by like, well,
Who's Dr. Shem?
Skylanders Coloring Book. Color Wonder Relaxation Coloring Books for Adults. This amazing coloring book is designed for anyone who is a loyal fan of Skylanders, a Toys-to-Life action video game series published by Activision. You can enjoy the wonderful moment you spend on this book.
Not moments, it's just moment. You can enjoy the wonderful moment you spend with this book as they stand behind you with a gun. We're approaching the end. I am not going to be doing this for much longer because I can feel the sanity slipping away from my fingers. I can feel the little bit of what I thought I had left rattling around in my brain. Is it there anymore? It's gone. It packed up, it grabbed its suitcase, it grabbed the Skylanders, and it left. I don't know what it is. It was probably just my last brain cell, I guess. Then my last brain cell just packed up and walked out right now. Skylanders Coloring Book 1. Funny coloring book with 40 images for kids of all ages with favorite Skylanders characters. And this cover art that we totally did steal from the comics. Yeah! Skylanders Academy Coloring Book. Lovely gift for kid, toddler, children, adults, and fans of Skylanders Academy with high-quality illustration images A4 size. The Skylands Chronicles, The Last Skylander. This doesn't look like Skylanders. A decade has passed since the war between the Skylands and the unified clans ended. A decade of rebuilding and recovering from the devastating effect. Can you guys tell I'm tired? I'm tired. I just got home from school stuff and I was like ready to take a nap, but then I sat down and decided to play my stupid little drum game instead and then realized I had a tab open and I needed to record a video. A decade of rebuilding and recovering from the devastating events that took place during those 3 years that the Skylands had reached beyond the Great Barrier. While the might of the Skylands were broken by a hero and champion of the clans, Kyra Zoranthus, and her dragon son, Malkared. The threat of the Skylands is far from defeated. The decade has passed since the young Marissa swore that she would finish what her mother started, to kill all of the remaining Skylanders.